Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. No crazy beaming. All right, let's get it. Let me get this out of the way. Actually, I'm supposed to go live here. There we go. Sweet. I think this will go away eventually. Just hit the visual settings. Fade out. Oh, fade time, 60 seconds. All right, so let's keep it for 15. All right, now we're good. We'll come in, count to 15. So by 3 minutes in, we should be okay. I got the JJBA playing in the background. Let me just double check stream to make sure I'm okay here. Bingo, 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 bingo. I'm still so low. Why am I still so low? Okay, we're okay. It's just not good with picking up quiet noises, so I'm just gonna have to be really obnoxious and loud. But who gives a damn? Let's keep that. I hope none of this is on screen because this is my personal shit. Okay. Discordo is uppo. All right, we're good. Can I get a like? Can I get a stream like? Damn, I wish I could see those. All right. All right. Let's start. About time, right? All of my shit is good over here. Let me make sure you're following to the playhead so I don't ever lose you. Which button is that again? Follow. Control Shift F. Okay. Folks, you better buckle up and sorry about that.
How it's specific to
yeah, I gotta shut off my My thingies over here. I gotta look around my phone too. All right, that's way better for me. I could put Streamlabs up here. I swear I'm starting soon. All right. Welcome. My name is Weekly Shonen, and today I'm going to be reacting to and somewhat reviewing One Piece chapter 1108. Obviously, I can't really show shit on stream. I don't want to like get my channel flagged before I've even done anything. So, you're going to be looking at my pretty face, testing a new format. And hopefully, if this is a good reaction, then I can just upload this straight to YouTube and, say I uploaded some content this week. So, without further ado, damn, I wish I could get my my camera settings to be a little bit better, but, whatever. Without further ado, let's jump into One Piece 1108. Starting with this week's cover page. Seems like, or I guess the volume cover page, because One Piece has the Weekly Shonen cover this week all to itself. Now, I don't know what this stylized version of the One Piece logo is, with the X through the circle. Maybe it just means maybe this is Oda's way of teasing the location of Laugh Tale, or him teasing, the whole eye thing, right? Every character has something wrong with the left part of their body. Either their arm is removed, or not every character, but a lot of characters have like the left eye scarred or covered up or something like that. So maybe this is just a nod to that idea. Yeah, it seems like Luffy's corking back here for like a Gear 5 shot. This is probably the last thing you saw as Kizaru. This is POV. You're Kizaru and you're about to get your shit rocked. That's what it kind of looks like, because I don't think he was using this against Saturn. He wasn't in base against Saturn. All right, with the notes, author's note. Went to Fake Types live show. Fake Types, okay. It was simply astonishing to hear someone rap that fast in person. Talk about breathtaking. Thank you, Oda Sensei. Now we're on to the cover page, the double page spread. A bunch of dogs in the background. A bunch of dogs barking up, chilling around. They're all Yorkies or Shih Tzus or whatever the heck these things are. And we got the homegirls. We got Robin. We have Uta. Uta's here. That's pretty cool. Uta chilling alongside Robin. Technically alongside Robin, but also cheersing up with Nami. It's pretty dope. Seems like this dog here in the middle really wants some of whatever's inside of that glass. Reiju being a little too close, a little up front with Tashigi here. Maybe Oda's trying to tell us something. And then obviously Boa, not even stressing the other girls in the room, not even trying to look at them, because she obviously feels threatened by them. I wonder why all the dogs though. I wonder what this is about. Is this supposed to be the fandom, or is this supposed to be like the new Gorosei, the Horosei? Okay, actually no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 elders. So I don't know. I assume that this is the fandom here with all the dogs. Anyway, moving on. Chapter 1108. Attention World. I was gonna say New World, but I guess not. We got some marine ships during the barrage. Was the note we got here. There's still some marine ships left over, clearly. Some of these look less like battleships and look like actual pirate ships, but they're all flying white flags, so can't be. So I guess we're continuing off with the ending of last chapter, which is Caribou here with Katarina and Van Augur. Wow, wait, please. What's his story? Katarina asks. He's wet-haired caribou. Wet-haired caribou? That's his epithet? Okay. Or that's his, like, tag? That's right. Please hold on. You may be a pirate, but this is a government island. Why would that stop them? And there are people after the Commodore's life. You've got it all wrong. Please trust me. If you guys kill me here, Commodore Teach will have your heads. What? Excuse me? Oh, because he's been a plant from Teach since the beginning then. That's nuts. I thought he was just a fan. Like, last chapter, it would have been set up to be like, oh, he's just a fan. But clearly, this guy's talked to Teach before. Or to Blackbeard. Oh, and why is that? Because I have extremely valuable information, the kind that's hard to come by. Okay, immediately disproven. He is a fan. He's just like, I tell me, trust me, he would kill you if he found out that you let this information go. Why does it look like a flashback? And why does he look like Creepy Fred or Uncle Fred or whatever from Courage the Cowardly Dog? Information on the ancient weapons which bear the names of the gods. Okay. Actual gods that they recognize. First is the curious power of the Fishman Islands Princess Shirahoshi, known as Poseidon. Then there's Pluton sleeping underground in Wano. The only people in the world who know their whereabouts. The whereabouts of both are the Straw Hat crew and myself. So you go, hey, there's valuable information I got here for you. You don't want to kill me because I have this information. And then you proceed to give that information before they've determined whether or not they want to kill you. A little weird, not gonna lie. I guess I have to turn my levels down here 1 second. Check. Okay, we're good. I was peeking a little bit, so that's unfortunate, but we're okay. What about this? So yeah, seems like Van Auger might not pull the trigger, or he might. Who knows? If you bring me to the Commodore, I'll surrender that information free of charge. I'm sure he'll be pleased. Just take me with you. I know I can be of use. Oh, so he didn't tell them this. This is him keeping it to himself. I forget how to read manga sometimes, I guess. So he's just there smiling like a fucking weirdo. And they're just looking at him. I know I can be of use. Okay. They don't seem like they want to take him, but I guess maybe their observation hockey's telling them he's not plotting in his own head right now in this little scene. He's actually thinking about the, very accurate information he's about to give us. I also never noticed Caribou's inner lining in his coat. Just reminds me of Law's hat, but I think it's yellow. But, anyway. Pull back from the shore. We have to stop firing on the pacifista. Yeah, that's a good idea if you're the world government. Okay, those damn bubble heads. What? Bubble shields. There you go. I never thought we'd learn about the power of the special science group like this. Oh, this is their first time seeing it. Damn. So they're like, shit. These things are strong. Wait, what? They're supposed to be on our side? Damn it. Oh, I guess we're getting names now for all the other people. For all the other vice admirals. This is so frustrating. I can't cut loose. We'd just be hurting ourselves by taking out those units. Okay, so they're being smart about it. They're trying to at least, not destroy them all as soon as possible. It'd be unprecedented, but is there any chance of calling off the Buster Call for now? Wow. Even the vice admirals want to call this off. I mean, not because they have consciences, but because they're like, okay, no, we could use these things. Vegapunk himself gave that pirate the authority to command the pacifista, right? There's no way we can stop it. Oh, yeah, true that. That makes a lot of sense. So we got Bluegrass, which is the old lady. We got Hound, which is this guy who looks like Diaz Drake's brother. And we got Guillotine, which is Haruden. After this, there's no doubt he's rebel scum. He should focus on getting the pacifista back on our side. That means taking Jewelry Bonnie's head. All available vice admirals should leave their stations and hunt her down immediately. Her current... Why does Vegapunk have these things around the island? These, like, rock things. I've seen this in the opening. The newest opening. Like, is this supposed to resemble how the old, like, D-Clans logo looks? Like, with what people theorize the Earth in the middle with all the planets around it. Kind of what it looks like. I wonder if these are, just, like, special rocks or something. These aren't just random debris, right? Like, these are rocks that contain satellites or something that keeps the island the way that it is. Her current escape route from the center of the Fabrio Stratum. I hope I'm saying that right because I've only ever said that word in my head. Fabrio Stratum will lead her to the northeast coast. We must eliminate her. Now, who's this running up? Oh, is this the monkey guy? Tosa. Roger that, Tosa here. I'm already hot on their heels. I'll get him. These fingers will drag her to hell. Okay, dude, you think you about to pull in? 10-barrel finger gun can even rip open armor. Oh, so wait, is this Tosa Crunch about to hit? Because if this touches Frankie, he's really... He might be scrap metal right now. Is it Tamajiki or Yamajiki? That is the more gorilla one. I'm trying to remember now. Huh? Why does he look like that? Why is there such a... Why are these frames here? Is that Luffy? Nope, it's giants. That's good. That's really good, huh? There are giants on the island. Are they enemies too? We're in a rush, you know. Who are you guys? We checked the bounty posters to make sure we'd recognize the new members. Ha! You know what's funny? I remember watching some reviews last week or the week before, whenever these guys got introduced, and I think I can't remember what reviewer brought it up, but they brought up how you know, it's weird how are the giants going to interact with the new Straw Hats if they see those new Straw Hats first, like, you know, what are they going to do? And I feel like another reviewer brought up that they would be able to recognize them through their wanted posters. So that's a cool community thing that they figured out, because it's exactly what happened. I love that. We checked the bounties posters to see to make sure we recognize some new members, but none of you look familiar. Are you researchers? Oh, Frankie's new poster is the ship. Gotcha. So is that where this came into play? We've come to get the Straw Hats. You know what? Maybe Frankie's wanted poster being the ship is supposed to keep him in hiding, right? Because if people think he's the ship, they'll try to collect the ship, which is probably something we're going to run into, right? If the Straw Hat ship itself, it has a wanted poster of what's Frankie's wanted poster? Frankie current wanted poster. Bounty. Yeah, if the ship itself, if the Sunny has a 394 million berry bounty, people are going to be coming for it because they're going to think that's an easy get, right? They're going to think, well, it's just a ship. It seems to be a person, right? It's going to be called Frankie, but if they see a ship, they're going to be like, oh, we recognize that ship. That's the Straw Hat ship or something like that. And if they don't recognize it, then they're going to be like, oh, we can nab that very easily. It's just a ship. Maybe it does something, like maybe it'll think that the ship can like, you know, have a defense system or something like that, but they're only going to see it as a ship. So that might be the way that we run into this plot point where Frankie's both in hiding, or not in hiding, but he's kind of disguised by the fact that his wanted poster doesn't have his face on it now. And also he's probably going to be in charge of like getting the ship back if it gets stolen or something. Or the crew itself is just going to have to deal with getting the ship back or stopping the ship from getting stolen. Because that's actually a pretty funny plot twist point that we have, right? All these people, all these pirates are fighting to get to Laugh Tale. They're fighting to get the poneglyphs. The last thing that you would expect is they just don't have a ship to get there, right? Because Law and Kid both had their ship. I think Kid's ship was also dismantled. Either that or it's just left there. But he has no ship, and Kid's ship has been destroyed. But we didn't really think about how that affects their road to Laugh Tale because they just got beaten. We were focused on the fact that, well, Kid just gave up his poneglyph rubbings, and Law has no crew. It's just him and Beppo. But the idea of the Straw Hats getting the fourth poneglyph and then now not having a ship, right? That's just a great idea. It would suck because it would slow things down for us as a fandom, but it would be one of those like, I didn't see that coming twists. We've come to get the Straw Hats. What for? Luffy's my captain. Do you have a grudge against him? No, nothing like that. We've got only gratitude for him. We're warriors from Elbaf. If you're friends of his, we'll do our best to keep you safe. Luffy, Sanji, and Vegapunk are still back there. Can you help them too? Those names sure take me back. You betcha, little missy. Wow. Wow, this is really happening. Vegapunk, he's the one that Scholar mentioned, right? That Scholar. Okay. Carry them to the ship. We'll go on ahead. Oh, they got Kuma in one hand too. That's pretty cool. Carry them to the ship. We'll go on ahead. The fire's starting to get out of control. There's always a fire, bro. Aye, captains, giant allies, huh? Are they the masters Usopp's always going on about? Clearly, yeah, they are. So that's cool. These Frankie just didn't know that these are the giants. That's cool. He knows of the giants. I love that. The line's gone dead. Vice Admiral Urban, for whatever reason. And then Pomsky. So that's 1, 2. We got that other guy, 3, and then 6. Got 6 vice admirals on the scene. There might be a 7th. I forget. So did they counter his attack, or was it the giants? I'm heading to the island. Hop on doll will attack from the sea. Okay. Oh yeah, she has like those command fruits, like she can take over something. Or that command fruit. The ship on the northeast shore is definitely from Elbaf. Our fortune keeps flip-flopping. Giants are no joke. Have you ever fought one? My commanding officer, what? A little over 20 years ago was a giant. Ah, gotcha. Past tense. You must be talking about Saul. He was a tough cookie. Okay. Ship on the northeast shore is definitely from Elbaf. Our fortune keeps flip-flopping. Giants are no joke. Okay, gotcha. So where are the others? In the lab above the clouds on a sky island? Not exactly. They're just above us. Okay. So the giants are aware of sky islands as well. That's probably a good little hint as to either what Saul has done for Elbaf in terms of his research, like, you know, what he learned from picking up all the books from Ohara, or that's just a hint at, you know, how far back Giants history goes, in the sense that they've been around for so long that they know of sky islands and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. I would prefer it being the first part, which is that. Actually, no, I prefer the second part. Giants know all this shit all along, and Saul probably just like recovered some of the lost history that maybe they didn't care to. They didn't care about losing. But I do like the idea that Saul is now a scholar, but I just dislike the fact that they just keep talking or referring to Saul as if we don't know who the hell he is, right? Like, why wouldn't these giants know about Saul? Saul seems to be a very prominent giant. You know, he's one who left to become a Marine, came back with all these books, with all this research. You would assume that, you know, that he'd be Dr. Saul at this point. You can't move? How are you meant to save you then? Ouch, if you try to move me, I'll die from internal hemorrhaging. But we promised to get you off this island, didn't we? That y'all did. Oh, shit. I did ask you for that, but I made my bed, and there are things I must protect. He's got the wobbly speech. He's definitely dead. Look at this man approaching, looking like a booty. I hate him so much. He's even like got his legs are up. He's like got the down stance now. He's not like standing straight up. Is that probably because he's on the move, or is that because he's wounded, or he's a little hurt or tired at this point? We're about to see. I was hoping Bonnie's command override would have remained the secret till she was a little bit older. So her 12th birthday, you know. She'll be a target for the rest of her life. Please look after her. Okay. Looks like he's given up any pretense of looking human. What does that mean? Any pretense of looking human. There's a strange look in his eye. Seems he's completely coated in venom too. Okay, so he is talking about this man. That's why there's a really crazy face here, is because Saturn is like, okay. Wait, who the hell was the one going around getting rid of cameras then? Because Saturn hadn't touched ground yet. Whatever. That's something I just feel like we never really learned the answer to. Okay, so Luffy, dodge, no problem. Even though Luffy doesn't need to dodge that, but it's still a stab, so maybe he should. Luffy, dodge, oof. Ahahaha. Sanji, you'll get cramps out of here. Gramps out of here. You get Gramps out of here. Okay. So this is, okay, this is weird. When you don't have action lines, you know, it's hard to see that this is the same Luffy moving. You know, there's no like movement lines here or something to show. You would even normally just like give it a little bit of a fade on the models that are not the present tense one, like the newest model, or where he ended up his ending stance. So it looks like Luffy's fighting Saturn here. Luffy's also just laughing here, and then he's just flipping. You know, it doesn't look like this is one fluid motion. But damn, Saturn really is pissed off here. Luffy dodge. Ooh, haha. Sanji get Gramps out of here. No problem. Just don't stop, even if he's moaning about the pain. That's Luffy who said that. That's great. Ouch, ouch. Stop it. I said it's fine. Leave me, Sanji. Simmer down. We'll figure it out. Hold on. No. What is this? Did he get hit again? Did he get shot in the same place twice? Or is this Sanji just like catching future sight real quick? No, Vegapunk. No, he got hit. Damn, that sucks. Luffy couldn't see that. I mean, it's also Kiza. Like, dude's moving at the speed of light. I'd be very surprised if anyone could future sight him. Sanji, you get going. You've got to get to the back entrance. Crap. I'm sorry, Vegapunk. Damn, dude. And you two. Oh, Luffy finally getting serious. The Straw Hat's still the same size, which is fucking hilarious to me. But look at him handling both. We're talking about looking Super Saiyan, first of all. Very Super Saiyan. We want to talk about Marco in Wano handling two, what's it called? Yonko commanders at once. Look at Luffy. Look at Luffy, man. So inspirational. Look at him handling an Admiral and a damn Gorosei in one shot. Like, we didn't even get a build up to that. This just right to it, you know? That's great. Thumbs up with his feet. But look at this man. Oh, this is the end? This is the last page? Damn. You know, there's no way I'm letting you escape, right? Escape. He's talking to them like they're the ones in trouble. Okay. Vegapunk, damn it, don't die on me. Hey, what are you smiling about? Stay with me. Beep, gotcha. Okay. Mic check, testing. 1, 2, 3. Attention world. Hello there. This is Dr. Vegapunk, the world's greatest and most humble scientific genius. That's Shaka. I'm sure this message will come as a shock for you all, but please bear with me. What I'm about to tell you is the truth of our world. Oh my god. An announcement from Vegapunk. So is this a broadcast to the entire world? Is this something that's going out to the island? No, if it's Attention World, this is like Death Note L dying shit. Like, this is like this has to happen as soon as my death comes. So either this is Shaka. Shaka's still alive or decided to like crawl to a spot before dying and put out this message, or Vegapunk has something inside. You know what it is? This is exactly what it is, because you can see the heart monitor here. So Vegapunk is attached to the island in such a way, or maybe this is just the Punk records itself, so that it triggers once he dies. So Vegapunk's dead, rest in peace. But on the once his death triggers, once he dies, his death triggers this announcement. That is insane. Attention world, hello there. This is Dr. Vegapunk, the world's greatest and most humble scientific genius. I'm sure this message will come as a shock for you all, but please bear with me. What I'm about to tell you is the truth of our world. Okay, so this is like, this kind of reminds me of when Sabo pulled up to, god damn it, I keep peeking. It kind of reminds me of Sabo pulling up to, check. Okay. Sabo, when he came up to the revolutionaries, or not even came up to them, but like when he called them, and the chapter ends with, oh, I have to tell you something about the truth about what I saw in Marijua. Instead, this is probably hacked into every SSG snail that we see, right? So we saw the SSG snail at the end of, or I guess during Utsa's flashback in Film Red, which is probably why it which is probably why. Oh my god, it's probably why we have Uta here in the cover story. That's probably Oda's little nod, or just, hey, by the way, this is why you saw an SSG snail in Film Red. It's because Vegapunk probably handed out a bunch of brand new transponder snails. This is my theory. I don't know. He probably handed out a bunch of new transponder snails to the world government and all of the Marines, and made it so that once he dies, if he ever dies, this broadcast immediately goes out to every single Marine, and there's no way to block the signal like the Gorosei did with Leloucia, right? You know how they like cut the signal. You guys can't listen to the conversation anymore. Leloucia never existed, and then they control the information that way. Since Vegapunk was never able to get out his, like, you know, his creation of the internet, right? He probably just has it so that everyone's transponder snail is brand new SSG grade material, and then automatically gets this message. So every low level Marine, every high level Marine, no matter who you are, there's no way to cut it off. You get this message, and it's the truth of the world. And that is one way to start some shit. Because what I've been thinking about is we have to probably meet another Marine who's against the world government soon, or I guess towards the end of the story. It can't just be Kobe. It can't just be Hidden Sword. There has to be like one random Marine guy who just also is secretly working against the world government. And whenever he meets the Straw Hats, he's gonna be like, "Yo, let me help you guys out," or something like that. I assume there's someone like that yet to be introduced. It's based off of nothing, but this would kind of trigger that, right? If you have every Marine, every low-level dude who's like even just like somewhat skeptical of the Marines, then you now have a way to make it so that more Marines turn against the world government, right? I love this so much, and I'm 100% by that theory because Vegapunk hasn't implemented anything like the internet to the world yet, right? He has this creation in Egghead. He hasn't done anything with it yet. He hasn't been able to deploy it or put it down on a vast scale for the whole world to really consume. How else are you going to do that? You know, it's not like this is being broadcasted via PowerPoint presentation, via, what the hell is it called? Via live stream like it was in Marineford. It's not like this is set up in such a way that Big News Morgans is tuning in to help broadcast it from a ship or something like that. No, this has to be the SSG snails. That's all that's all I got. That really is the only way that I see this as being possible, and I love that so much because there's no point. I know we have a bunch of Marines here, but there would be no point in just broadcasting this to all the Marines here, right? Like if they truly wanted, right? Ooh, you know what? It's also possible. Luffy's talking about how he's not going to let these two escape, right? Luffy's back at full 100%. He's refreshed. I think so long as Kizaru does not put him through the lasers two more times, and it seems like Saturn, you know, is in rage mode, so he's probably on his last legs here. No pun intended. So this is mostly going to be Luffy dealing with Saturn while he's fighting Kizaru. And Kizaru, to my knowledge, has not completely recovered. It's not like he got like a bunch of food and was able to get back to 100%. So he's fighting in a weakened state, or Luffy himself is in 100% health, is fighting in a weakened state, obviously in an awakened zone, and potentially an awakened Logia, right? But still, an Admiral with a Logia. So I see him having a good chance somehow, some way. Just because of the specific circumstances and the confidence here. Because I don't think it's going to be like last time where Luffy throws one good punch that puts Kizaru on his ass, and now Luffy's also on his ass. I think what really did that to him, would really helped Luffy or helped Kizaru in that sense. And I guess by virtue, you know, who also benefited from it was Saturn, was the fact that Luffy went through the lasers twice. So yeah, Luffy being at full health, I got confidence in him. I just wonder if it's going to be the case where he actually finishes them off, not kills them, but he knocks them out and then escapes, or if Luffy's like, the whole crew can escape, I got this, I will stay behind, I'll figure it out, right? You know, especially with the Giants here, actually we probably don't need to worry about that because the Giants are here. So worst case scenario, Luffy tires himself out, and then the Giants versus the Giants and the rest of the Straw Hats versus these vice admirals, and they literally push themselves out of this island instead of trying to escape and shoot themselves out like it was originally planned. That would be crazy, because then you have the Straw Hats being there trying to help Vegapunk escape. But what gets broadcasted to the world isn't just, the Straw Hats killed Vegapunk and then they destroyed some ships and left the island. No, what gets broadcast to the world is pretty much nothing, because if all of these ships are gone, then there's no one to run back to the world government and go, oh, we have to print this story about what really happened to Egghead. No, Egghead's, whatever the hell Vegapunk's putting out is like, oh, we, I don't know, actually, I doubt that this is a message that will incorporate the Straw Hats, arrival into Egghead, right? This was probably recorded right before the Straw Hats came, and that's probably why Shaka was on the phone with the dragon. But I guess the way that this can kind of work in the world government's favor, maybe, is if they're able to print the story about, hey, so you heard about that genius, who just came out on the broadcast and was talking about all this and that and da. The Straw Hats killed him. And then it's like, everyone really hates the Straw Hats because they're like, why the hell would you do that? This guy seemed pretty cool. He gave us some really good information about the truth of our world, and you went and killed him. And then this keeps it kind of fair, because now the Straw Hats cannot move as freely as they want to. They can only go to Elbaf and other islands where they are going to know that they have allies and know that the people on that island trust them already. Because if they go to a new island that gets this broadcast, or that gets not the broadcast, that has the broadcast and then gets the fake news later, they're probably going to hate them, and there's probably going to be no convincing them, unless someone feeds Luffy, or Luffy saves someone's life. Who knows? But I like the way that it's still possible for the world government here to come out not unscathed, obviously, but still flip this on the Straw Hats, while also giving us giving the world itself the truth. I just wonder how is this gonna happen? How is this gonna unfold in such a way? Because once you get the truth out there, even if you're the world government, why would the people of the world not hate you, right? They're still gonna hate you. They're still gonna dislike you, because once they find this shit out, they're just gonna be like, oh, you guys have been hiding all this information from us. We don't fuck with you no more. And there's nothing that's going to make us think any better, right? Unless there's a really good written story. But also you have Big News Morgans, who's kind of already shown his his cards against the world government. The last time we saw him, he killed the CP agent and made it so that made it so that a story got printed that the world government didn't want printed. And he also put out Luffy's picture. His new bounty poster, which kind of just gives you the tease of Nika, and anyone who would even know about maybe not what Nika looks like, but just would then look at this wanted poster and go, what is that? What is that thing? And if Vegapunk describes it, then it's like, oh, this guy whose bounty says 3 billion or whatever, Barry to collect them, is apparently the god of the sun god or whatever, or this righteous savior or whatever. So there's still something there. Maybe that goes back into the ship. Maybe that goes back into the idea of Frankie being the ship now, right? Where he oh, thanks for the sub. I didn't even see that happen. I guess because I don't have the headphones in. Thank you, Velchor. Thank you, Velchor, for the subscription. I think that puts me at $3.99 now. Wow, awesome. I'm almost at 400. But yeah, dude. Yeah, I think it might also tie back into the ship thing, where if you have the sun god and you have the sun god's ship, which is the Sunny, maybe people will confuse those two things, or maybe people are looking now for Luffy's ship because they go, oh, that's the sun god's ship, we're looking out for it. Who knows, man? Maybe the Straw Hats do get out of here a little bit unscathed. I would love that so much. Damn, dude. Oh well. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. My name is Weekly Shonen. Appreciate you guys liking the stream. That helps. Appreciate the new follower, the new subscriber, Velachor. I hope I got that right. Velachor, maybe. Anyway, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm gonna save this video, maybe post it a little bit later.